What if you woke up in a hospital with no memory, surrounded by doctors who insist you've been catatonic for years, yet you remember walking in just yesterday? And what if when you tried to tell them they smiled gently and injected you with something that made you forget you ever spoke? In the late 1960s, deep within a now abandoned psychiatric facility in upstate New York, a cluster of patients began vanishing from medical records. Not from the building, but from documentation itself. They remained physically present, sitting motionless in wheelchairs along the sunless corridor of Ward 7, yet their files were erased, their names redacted, their existence denied by staff during official audits. These weren't typical psychiatric cases. Many had been admitted for minor conditions: postpartum anxiety, combat stress, even insomnia. But after receiving an experimental treatment known only as Protocol Lullaby, they entered a state that defied classification. Fully conscious, able to track movement with their eyes, yet utterly unable to speak, move, or respond. They called it locked-in syndrome, but this was different. These patients remembered everything. One nurse, Evelyn Marsh, kept a hidden journal for 17 months before she disappeared in 1973. In her final entry, she wrote, "Mr. D blinked help in Morse code today. I asked him what they did to him. He blinked back. They're not doctors." Her journal was found buried beneath floorboards during a 1981 renovation, along with patient wristbands bearing the same 6-digit identifier, repeated across dozens of names that never appeared in any state registry. Autopsies of 3 exhumed bodies from the hospital cemetery revealed something inexplicable. Their brains showed no signs of disease or trauma. Yet every neural pathway associated with voluntary movement had been chemically severed, as if precision targeted by an agent that left no trace in toxicology screens. The compound was never identified. The research logs were burned. Rumors persist that Protocol Lullaby wasn't designed to treat mental illness, but to create perfect silent observers, subjects who could be placed in public spaces, homes, even government offices, and report everything without ever being noticed. A Cold War black project gone rogue, buried under layers of bureaucratic silence. To this day, former staff refuse to speak of Ward 7. The building stands sealed, its windows bricked over. Yet locals claim that on foggy nights, you can see faint silhouettes seated in the upper floor windows, perfectly still, watching the road, waiting for someone to remember they're still awake. You trust hospitals to heal you. You assume your mind is yours alone. But what if consciousness isn't a guarantee of control? What if right now someone is watching you through eyes that can T-blink, and no one will believe them if they try to scream? How many silent patients are still out there? And how do you know you're not one of them?